Round one starts out real fast. There's a slight feeling out process, maybe the first 10 seconds, 15 seconds before Joanna Jędrzejczyk throws what is a slight leg kick. It misses. What we're gonna get to see soon is an amazing war. Right away, Weili throws a leg kick back. Joanna throws another one. She gets met by Weili with a nasty right hand. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is moving a lot, feinting a lot, trying to see what Weili has in this fight. It's been a while. She's been out. Joanna Jędrzejczyk wants to keep this striking, where she's a bigger woman, 2 inches taller, and really feels like she has that striking advantage. The kickboxing, Muay Thai, the ability to knock somebody out, brutalize them. She's meeting with Weili, who has a lot of momentum. Joanna throws what is a brutal right leg kick to the left leg of Weili. The fight's really starting at that point. She lands it. Weili slips, lands on the floor, but jumps up right away and is ready to attack again. Weili throws more punches, a kick to the body on Joanna. She throws a right hand to Joanna's head. What we're seeing right now is a good striking war. Weili throws what is a bomb, misses. She capitalizes on taking Joanna down for the first time in the fight. And we're only a minute and a half into the fight. And after the takedown, Joanna is getting back up, but she's getting pulverized by right hands at the same time being taken down, and just being beaten up badly and being threatened everywhere, either taken down. She tries to almost grab the fence right there. She's just being beat by Weili. Weili's trying to attack her by taking her down, but at the same time throwing knees, punches, doing everything she can to try to force Joanna, the taller woman, down. She pulls a trip around her leg, gets her down to the canvas now, where she's on her side, flattening her, throwing nasty lefts to the head of Joanna, beating her up, or excuse me, rights. It's throwing rights and landing them. Now she's got Joanna kind of like in a choke. She's kind of flattening her out, and all Joanna does is have one of her legs where she's trying to hold on for dear life. She's kind of like neck cranking her and holding her by the butt. There's 2.5 minutes left. Joanna at this point is on the ground where she doesn't want to be, and she's being controlled. You can see that Weili is grabbing her by the butt, and she's back, landing right hands to pretty much the top of Joanna's head. Joanna is out now, and she's where she wants to be, but Weili takes her down again, and she gets those underhooks again up against the fence where she controls the fight and takes her down for what looks like to be a second time. Now Joanna's using her legs as her last defense. Weili throws a nasty right hand from the standing position and lands it on Joanna, and she goes back to controlling her, grabbing her butt. Now she has her in the mount. She's mounted her with 1 minute and 42 left. Joanna is in the worst position possible. She's been there for a while on the ground, not been able to get up, and if she did, she was taken right back down again. The whole time she's been getting slaughtered. Weili is landing elbows now, a bunch of them, to the head of Joanna Jędrzejczyk, really beating her up bad. With 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go, Joanna is looking desperate, and it all happened so fast. It's happened so fast after the first minute. This entire fight, she's just been struggling, getting beaten. It's not ending. Now, Weili, it's getting even worse. She has her up against the fence, and she lands about 7 nasty elbows to her face. She's in her guard, not afraid, flattening her, giving Joanna every opportunity to get out. Joanna's out now with 47 seconds left to go. But the first round has become a disaster, and you can tell by looking at Joanna's hair. Joanna's hair looks like a complete mess, like she didn't do her hair. You can see Weili still looks put together, so you can see that Joanna's zapped here. She's really beaten up, she's sweaty, she doesn't look good. Weili looks great. She won the first round. Joanna's where she wants to be now. She has a chance, a short, small window of opportunity to do what she wants to do. She wants to strike. That's what she's doing, but she doesn't really land anything that notable. She lands one right hand there, another right hand, a really good right hand, and some combinations towards the end of the round, and then she's taken down again. So I don't know if that's a 4th takedown. What a first round. An awesome round. You see Joanna shake her head, say to herself, she can't believe it either that was the first round. Joanna has to get her energy back here. In the corner, cornermen are coming up to her, and she decides to stand. Mike Brown is there, right behind her, talking to her. She's just been attacked. She's been attacked and survived 5 minutes of an attack. The only reason she's able to do that is because of what a great martial artist she is. Her understanding of defense and how to get out of all these different positions. She was brutalized for the entire first round. It doesn't really look like she landed that many good strikes. And if she did, it had to be 10% or even 5% of what Weili landed, whether she landed anything really well at all. She was just actually beating up the whole first round. Almost a 10-8 round in my opinion, but not really, because there's no blood. You don't really see she looked that bad. She did survive the round. We're here in the second round. Second round, you can't expect it to be as good as that first round. And if it is, you know this is going to be a short fight. Weili looks like she's ready to strike here in this fight. And we see less feints from Joanna, who looks like she's really just ready to strike here. Also, just engage. 30 seconds has went by in the first round, and you kind of get that feeling that in this round, that there might be a little bit more striking. And you start seeing weird strikes from Weili. Weird side kicks, high kicks from the smaller woman, who looks like she's trying to get some distance here in this round, ready to attack with the right strike at the right moment. Looks like she's trying to do something different here. You could just sense that going into this round. 1 minute has passed. So far, we don't see anything up against the cage. Nothing on the ground yet. We've seen a bunch of strikes. So pretty much looks like Joanna's getting the kind of round she wants. And especially coming after that first round where she was slaughtered on the ground, Joanna needs a different approach here. 1.5 minutes has passed by. Weili throws another one of those weird side kicks and another high kick, roundhouse kick. Just kind of steps back towards her own cage and it does some weird kicks as well. And it kind of looks like a totally different round. Weili has Joanna up against the cage right now. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And this is where she's dominated her. And she goes for a judo toss here, tries to take it down on the ground. It doesn't work. And she backs up. Backs up, has enough time to check her bra, kind of relax here. So we have 3 minutes left in the round. We're 2 minutes in. And so far, it's not like the first round. The first round was brutal. This round looks like both women are keeping their distance. Joanna's trying to get closer. Weili looks like she's ready to come in and attack, and then she's happy with kind of running away for a little bit. And then right there, Joanna comes in again and gets slaughtered. Weili throws what is a spinning back fist, but she doesn't spin that much. It's mostly just a fist that she lands. She turns her arm around and just whacks her right across the temple. Joanna falls down instantaneously. Weili wins the fight. It's a brutal knockout victory. Joanna Jędrzejczyk looks great. Bisping said that she was out cold. Right away, she snapped back. She's fine. So Weili goes over to talk to her and hug her, see if she's okay. At this point, Weili has won the fight without a doubt. The way she won it this time, it was domination. She slaughtered Joanna Jędrzejczyk. The first fight was a great fight, so was this, but this was a different kind of fight. Now we're gonna get to see Joanna Jędrzejczyk retire. So Joanna Jędrzejczyk comes in with a left hand and a right hand, and then she just stands there way too close, gets slaughtered and falls straight down. Doesn't even have enough wherewithal to block her fall. You can see the way she falls. Her arm is just flat on the ground, and she gets smacked way towards the back of the temple, and the back of the head goes straight down, and she's kind of either trying to get a takedown in her mind or throw another strike, but her body just collapses. It's a really nice knockout. She gets slaughtered. Well, after that, Joanna Jędrzejczyk retires and says that she wants to be a mother. She's going to be 35 years old soon. She's born August 18th, 1987. And she says that she wants to become a businesswoman. I feel like the years of Joanna Jędrzejczyk have passed. And those years were 2015 to 2017. She really was a woman who had a lot to prove back then. She was a different Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She wasn't famous like she is now. She wasn't really that big of a star. What she liked to do back then was fight, go in there, put on clinics, and really bring her striking game into mixed martial arts. And that's what she was always known for. Just an incredible striker throughout her entire life. Kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai. She has great striking. She said she wants to be a mother, and I can understand that. She has a short window of opportunity to do what she has to do, and she spent a lot of time on the sport. She told us that she loves us. I want to say the same thing back to her. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, we love you just as much, if not probably a lot more than you love us. We want you back. We don't want to see you go too quick. You were too great a mixed martial artist. We don't want to see you go this fast. If you have to go, we want to see you come back. Me, personally, I know the truth is that Joanna Jędrzejczyk lost her momentum. After the last Zhang Weili fight, when she talked to Joe Rogan and her head looked like an alien, something happened. She decided to take a break from the sport. She decided that the sport had broken her. Because if you take a break from this sport, it broke you. She lost her momentum. She came back, I'm not gonna call it ring rust. She came back, left 2 years out of the cage. 2 years, while Weili spent those last 2 years in the cage. Weili didn't win those 2 years. Weili went out there and lost consecutive times to a great fighter, Rose Namajunas, both times beaten. Knocked out, embarrassed in the first fight at UFC 261, and in the second fight, got closer to winning a split decision. Some people thought she won that fight, but didn't win the fight. Came back in this fight and fought a better fight. Zhang Weili, not only did she look better physically, fight better physically, she proved that she's stronger. Right now at 32 years old, also, think of Leo, right? Born in August. Younger woman by 2 years, smaller, she advanced. She proved at this point in her life, she wants it more. That's really what it's about because, you know, Zhang Weili is Zhang Weili and Joanna Jędrzejczyk is Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And over time, you start seeing that they fight different fights. And it's because of what they put back into their bodies and put back into the earth. Zhang Weili had the heart of a champion, while Joanna Jędrzejczyk, I'm sad to say, didn't. And that's why Joanna Jędrzejczyk is leaving the sport now, retiring at a young age. You know, she had a bunch of years left in her, and instead, at the age Weili is now, 32 years old, actually retired. Only came back for one fight, which she lost. 34, retired again. In my opinion, this is her second retirement. Her first retirement was the first loss. Her second retirement is the second loss. There's a different Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Just take a look back at the pictures of young Joanna and look at her now. She looks a lot different. I don't want to say exactly why, because of time. Time changed her. You can see that reflective in her appearance, also in her fighting style. That's the end of the great legend, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I want to say goodbye to Joanna now and say thank you for what you've done for the sport, because what you've done for the sport has been absolutely incredible. You are the first real great champion of the strawweight division. You took the title from Carla Esparza, who's the champion now. Just shows that hard work, perseverance can make or break anybody. Back to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. What you did is great. That will never change. It is absolutely in stone, engraved, in stone, and will be here for forever. And we appreciate that. And we know how great you are. Thanks, Joanna.